The most important window film point of purchase piece in your shop is your film display board. This board is a critical tool to help close the sale with your customers. That's why Johnson Window Films took the time, effort, and expense to create a comprehensive set of professional display kits for its dealer network. There is a kit for every Johnson automotive and flat glass film. And each film brand kit contains 3 vinyl labels, one that is a brand header label, one that features the film's product benefits, and one that identifies the VLT percentage. In the past, Johnson Window Films provided customized plexiglass boards with 5 predetermined films. Although dealers liked them, they were very expensive to make, and they would sometimes break during the shipping process. In addition, the pre-assembled boards would not provide the dealer with the opportunity to customize their sample board display. With the labels, all dealers need to do is obtain a glass board and cut some film pieces together. While this sounds easy, Johnson provides the proper assembly and installation instructions to make sure the job is done right. First, you'll need to select the appropriate place to showcase your display board. We recommend the following glass sizes to cover a vertical, horizontal, or rectangular placement: a vertical 72-inch by 16-inch board, a horizontal 65-inch by 16-inch board, and a rectangular 32-inch by 30-inch board. Measure your placement area to determine how many boards you can display. As you can see from our example on the wall, there is enough room to place 3 vertical boards. If we had decided to use the area behind the counter, there is room to place 2 rectangular boards or even 3 horizontal boards. It's now time to select your glass. Choose your glass size from the 3 glass board options discussed, and contact your local glass shop to place an order. Remember, when ordering, it's best to choose tempered glass with ground edges for durability and safety. The average cost should be around $40 per glass, depending on where you purchase it. That's not a lot of money when you consider how effective your display board will be in closing sales with your customers. Now that you have your glass and display labels, we recommend that you take the time and arrange the labels on the glass to see how it will look. If necessary, take some tape to hold the corners in place. Johnson has supplied layout examples for vertical, horizontal, and rectangular board formats. You can follow our layout design examples or customize a board that works best for you. As you lay out your board, it's a good idea to line up each film brand starting from the darkest VLT to the lightest. Remember, you don't have to use all films in a particular line, just select the ones you want to display for your customers. Before you start, make sure to clean the trimming glass before applying any film. In this example, we will assemble a 32-inch by 30-inch rectangular sample board using Johnson's high-performance Silhouette automotive films. First, spray the trimming glass with mounting solution and place a 20-inch by 24-inch piece of SP05 film on the glass with the liner side facing you. Repeat this process with the rest of the films in your lineup. In this case, SP15, SP35, and SP45. Make sure to align each film using the factory edge. Take a ruler and a grease pencil and mark the film twice, once at the top and once at the bottom, approximately 2 inches from the factory edge. Align your ruler over the grease pencil marks and start cutting film horizontally with your knife. Remember to use a new blade on your knife. After making the cuts, remove the excess film. It's now time to make your vertical cuts. Align your ruler over the grease pencil mark at the top and cut the film from top to bottom. Take your ruler and measure inwards from your horizontal cut by 15.5 inches. Take your grease pencil and mark the film at the top and bottom. Align your ruler over the grease marks to make your vertical cut. Take your knife and cut across the film. Now take your ruler and measure a 7.5-inch vertical line across the film. Take your grease pencil and make a mark at both the beginning and ending points. Align your ruler with both marks and make your cut. You now have all the film swatches ready to be installed onto your display board glass. Before beginning, make sure your sample board has been thoroughly prepped and cleaned. Start by installing your film brand header label. Peel off the paper backing and spray the adhesive with solution. Apply the label on the glass, leaving a ½ gap at the top and the edge of the glass. Spray the brand header label with solution and squeegee into place. The next label to install is your product benefits label. Repeat the installation process you used in applying the brand header label and install the product benefits label next to the header label, leaving a ½ gap at the top and the edge of the glass. Now you're ready to install your first piece of film. Remove the film liner and spray it with solution. Then apply the film to the glass below the header label, leaving a ½ gap from the header label and the edge of the glass. Spray the film with solution and squeegee out any moisture underneath the film. After installing your film sample, select the VLT label that matches the film. Peel off the paper backing and spray the adhesive with solution. Apply the label on the glass directly underneath the film sample. There is no ½ gap, only leave a ½ gap at the edge of the glass. Spray the VLT label with solution and squeegee into place. Repeat this same process on the remaining display labels and film samples as shown. If you have any bad edges, take a ruler and a knife and make a clean trim. For best results, let your newly installed sample board cure for about 30 minutes. Afterwards, spray the entire board with mounting solution and carefully wipe clean, making sure not to disturb any of the edges. If you decide to hang your sample board on a wall, you can use mirror hangers, which are available at any hardware store. Depending on the size and weight of your glass, you will need to select the right type of anchor. For a standard piece of glass, normal mirror hanger anchors should be sufficient. If the glass is heavier or bigger than normal, we recommend using a heavy-duty anchor. With a pencil, mark the place on the wall where the mirror hangers will go. Then take a Phillips screwdriver and place it up against each mark and hammer a small hole into the wall. Place your anchors into each hole. If they don't fit right away, tap them in. Now, take your mirror hangers and screw them into each anchor. You are now ready to hang your sample display board. In closing, thanks for taking the time to watch our video on how to assemble your customized sample display board. Johnson Window Films understands that a strong, professional-looking display board can only help dealers close the sale and increase revenues. It will also make life a whole lot easier for customers when making their film selection. Remember, Johnson Window Film display kits are free, so take advantage of this opportunity to give your business that competitive edge. If you have any further questions regarding our display label kits, please contact us at 1-800-448-8468 or email us at info@johnsonwindowfilms.com.